Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Sindhu A. I'm from Aryavedi Pharmacy Coimbatore Limited. My case study is on management of infertility subsequent to endometriosis. It is a single case, so I'll start with my presentation. Endometriosis is one of the causes of female infertility, and in endometriosis, the cells within the uterus is displaced outside the uterus, and it reacts to all hormonal conditions, so that during the menstrual phases, the tissues outside the uterus also starts menstruating. And subsequently, it is seen that many of the cytokinins and prostaglandins are released from these extra endometrial tissue, and it gives rise to a series of inflammatory conditions. So that gives the manifestation of the endometriosis. Chocolate cysts are often developed in ovaries subsequent to endometriosis. That is, when the endometriosis happens in the ovary, what happens is a chocolate cyst is developed. This case is about a female aged 26 years. She was presented with chocolate cyst adhesions in the body of the uterus, in the ovaries, and her tubes were also kinked. She was managed with Ayurvedic medicines on an OPD level. The case was presented as one of primary infertility, that is Vandyatva, and excruciating dysmenorrhea, that is Krisharthava. Her past history showed that she had undergone 2 laparoscopies, one in the year 2009 and another in the year 2010. In the year 2009, the chocolate cyst was aspirated, adhesions detached, and the kinked tubes could not be released. It was so adhered to the pelvis. The histopathology of the cyst showed that it was a siderophytic cyst, confirming that it was endometriosis. In the year 2010, the laparoscopic finding was that the uterus was very bulky, not mobile, and the bowel loops were adherent posteriorly, and the ovaries were also adherent posteriorly. The ovaries were released, tubes appeared to be very much shortened than earlier case, means earlier laparoscopic finding. After a span of 4 months, the patient actually conceived, but due to low fetal growth, cytotic evacuation was done. After this evacuation, for nearly 1 year, the patient did not undergo any treatment but continued to have severe dysmenorrhea. The USG in 2011, again, that is, the patient did a USG on their own, and it showed that there were large bilateral complex cystic ovaries, that is, it showed prominent chocolate cysts subsequent to endometriosis, which showed that during this span of 1 year, endometriosis was fastly progressing. It was with this background that the patient came for Ayurvedic management. Even though the patient came for primary infertility, the primary aim of the treatment was to manage her severe dysmenorrhea, and the secondary aim was to manage the primary infertility. The Vatika Yoni Roga manifested as endometriosis produced Krisharthava and dysmenorrhea. Subsequent to the vitiation of Vata dosha, the patient experienced excruciating pain and also inflammatory symptoms which was associated with the Pitta. In the earlier slide, we are seeing that there is a very strong inflammatory reaction associated with endometriosis. Therefore, I chose a drug Punarnavadikwata and Chandraprabha pills for countering the inflammatory reactions. And Kalyanaka Dridam was also added to this at this level because she was in a very low energy profile, she was very debile, and her mental orientation, or she was in a very depressed and stressed condition. And Kalyanaka Dridam could actually motivate her mental profile better. Menocom is actually a proprietary combination of AVP, was also used to manage dysmenorrhea. It also helped a lot. With these combinations, the patient was greatly relieved from dysmenorrhea in the first month itself. Actually, the relief, the patient during her menstrual cycles used to get hospitalized. She was in the hospital every month for 5 days. So this relief of dysmenorrhea built in confidence in the patient to continue the treatment. The Kalyanaka Dridam and Menocom lowered her stress level to a great extent, and she was happily proceeding with the treatment. The medication was continued for 3 months. In the span of 3 months, the cycles were totally painless. What I assessed during the treatment was that the reduction in the pain actually showed a regression or reduction in the progression of endometriosis. And USG after 3 months of the medication, that is, it was done to assess the cyst, the condition of the chocolate cyst. It was found that only one cyst was found in one ovary, and the other ovary was without any cyst. With the reduction of pain, Varanadi Quada, which is Kava Medohara, was added to the earlier medication to do away with the existing cyst. In a span of another 2 months, the patient started feeling ovulatory pain, which showed that her ovaries started functioning. So once it was improved, that is, her ovaries started functioning, phallus herpes was induced, means given along with her treatment. The USG after the course of treatment, that is once ovulation was started, she was given Sukumaran, Kashayam, and along with phallus herpes. And it was in the same month she conceived, and with an uneventful gestation period, she gave birth to a normal, healthy baby girl. So this is a conclusion of what I did. It was an anti-inflammatory course of treatment. First managed with Nandavadi, Kvata and Chandraprabha, and Menocam, a proprietary formulation. Later, once the pain subsided, the Kaba Medohara condition was handled with the Varanadi Kvata, and after that, phallus herpes was added to the combinations, and in a span of 8 months, the patient conceived and had an uneventful gestation period and delivery. Thank you. And another important thing is that even after her delivery, whenever she had menstrual cycles, the patient never experienced pain during menstruation. That is, she never experienced dysmenorrhea. So, with which we have to conclude that her endometriosis has never recurred back. Thank you.
Post treatment USG got it done.
Pardon, sir?
Post treatment the sonography.
Pardon?
Sonography.
Yeah, it was done. Actually, after conceiving, it was not repeated. Means after the delivery, it was not repeated.
When she not getting any dysmenorrhea, the scan was repeated.
No, it is just 6 months after her delivery. So in the event of her coming back, I am planning to do it. Currently, it's not done.
Thank you, ma'am.